Hello friends, it's time to have group time. Let's do our calendar. 12, 12, 12, 12 months, 12 months come in every year. 12, 12, 12, 12 months come in every year. January, February, March and April. May and June, July and August, September, October, November, December. These are the names of the month. And who knows the name of this month, everyone? April, right? It is still April. It's the last week in April. Look, we're running out of spaces. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and start a new week with Sunday all over. Who knows the name of today? Everyone comes after Monday, Tuesday, and who knows the number of this day? Yesterday was 27. What is today? 28. Yes. Who knows the season of this year? Excuse me. Had a little tickle in my throat. Anybody know the season? Spring. Yes. And who knows the number of our year? Everyone. 2020. And we'll count the day. Running out of days. It's almost the end of this school year. Whew. It's been a fast year. So, it's April. And it's the name of the day that comes after Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and then comes 30. We're almost on April 30. So we got 2020, and it's spring, and we'll count the day. Put this away. So friends, we are going to start studying about a new continent. I brought the globe to group time today, and I thought we could sing our continent song together. Tell me the continents, tell me the continents, tell me if you can. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa. Don't forget Australia. Don't forget Antarctica. Tell me the continents, tell me the continents, tell me if you can. So where do we live? Our continent is North America, yes. Our country is also in North America, the United States of America, and our state is in North America, Louisiana, right? And our city where our school is Shreveport. So this is our continent where we live. And then we have South America, and we studied about Europe, and we studied about Asia, and now we're going to study about Africa. Remember Africa? We talked about Africa a little bit. We talked about the island of Madagascar, that the chameleons live there, and lemurs live there, and lots of other animals. And today we're going to talk about many other animals that live in the continent of Africa. I brought our packet of pictures over to group time of the animals of Africa. better put on my glasses in case I need to read some little writing. So I bet you all know what these are. Yes, giraffes live in Africa. Do you know why giraffes have such a long neck? They have to reach up in those tall trees to get leaves down to eat, right? This is called a zebra mouse of Africa. He's cute. He has stripes like a zebra. I guess that's why they call him a zebra mouse. Oh, looky here. Do you know what that is? A gorilla, yes. A very impressive animal. A gorilla. Strong animal. Yet gentle, I think. The king of the jungle. Yes, the lion. Lions live in Africa. This is a lovebird. Lovebirds live in Africa too. Cute. Oh, have you ever heard of the hyena? Hyenas live in Africa. One day I will tell you the story about the little monkey in the jungles of Africa, and you'll hear about the hyena in that story. Who knows the fastest running animal in the world? The cheetah, yes. Look at those long legs. The ring-tailed lemurs live in Madagascar, that little island. See, you can kind of see it right there. That little island right off of Africa. Oh, the pygmy kingfisher lives in Africa. The tsetse fly lives in Africa. It's Africa's most dangerous insect. I think they carry diseases that make people sick in Africa. Tsetse fly. The chimpanzee is from Africa. The Madagascan rayed tortoise lives in Africa, in Madagascar. The butterfly fish lives in Africa. And the fish eagle lives in Africa. Of course, there's many more animals that live in Africa, but these are all that I have in the packet right now. So that's just an introduction to some of the animals that live in Africa. If you can think of any other animals that live in Africa, let me know. We'd like to talk about it. So today we're going to read a book that's from Africa. It's called The Hat Seller and the Monkeys, Baba Woga Diakiti. This is him. He wrote this book. He's the author. This book was given to me by my friend named Claire Riddick a long time ago. I think she's in college now. So, Ba Musa, the hat seller, was a joyful man. He traveled from town to town selling hats, which he piled high on his head. He namian in koi karisa, he sang, which means, what a wonderful business hat selling is. Ever since he was a little boy, Ba Musa made and sold hats. His grandparents and his own grandparents and his parents were hat makers, and they taught him to do this at a young age. After each harvest, the whole family would venture out to the fields to collect rice stalks from which they made wide-brim dabiri hats to sell. During the rainy season, they embroidered close-fitting fugulin caps with intricate patterns of brightly colored threads. Through this joyful spirit and hard work, Bamusa had become very well known in the neighboring towns. Wherever he arrived with his hats piled high on his head, children would follow him and sing along as he sang his favorite song. He manam nin koi karisa, he manan nin koi karisa, he manan nin koi karisa. This is the story of how Bamusa learned an important secret for success. One day, Bamusa heard that a great festival was about to take place in a neighboring town. There, he could sell more hats than he'd ever sold before. He spent many days making hats for this special event. To get to the festival by evening, he began his journey in the early morning. But he was in such a hurry he did not eat any breakfast. Halfway to town, Bamusa grew so tired and hungry, he had to stop and rest under a shady mango tree. He unloaded his hats from the top of his head and put them on the ground next to him. Then he covered his face with one as a blind shade to keep the sun from his eyes. Bamusa soon fell fast asleep and began to snore loudly. Little did Bamusa know that the fruit from this tree attracted monkeys. Bamusa's snoring alerted him to his company. As usual, monkeys are very curious and smart, and they crept down from the tree. Yoli, 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 quietly, 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 and sneaked around Bamusa. Being attracted to the colorful hats, each monkey selected one. Then they climbed back up the tree and imitated Bamusa, covering their faces and snoring. Soon Bamusa awoke from his sleep, rested but hungry. Eager to continue his journey, he looked for his hats. But where were they? Had they been stolen? Frantically, Bamusa called for help. Hee-naman! Hee-naman! He cried out. When the monkeys heard this, they answered, hoo-hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo-hoo! Bamusa looked up and realized what had happened. But he was so hungry, he could not even think clearly what to do. He raised his arms in the air. Chat, 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 he yelled. The monkeys stared down at him and replied, whoop, 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 shaking their hands wildly. Bamusa threw a dead branch at them, hoping to scare them off. But the monkeys merely threw leaves at him in return. Then Bamusa picked up a stone and threw it up into the tree. The monkeys picked mangoes and threw them down at Bamusa. By the time Bamusa was faint with hunger by this time, so he collected the fruit and sat down to eat. He ate until his stomach was full. Now Bamusa could think clearly. Now he knew what he could do. He removed the only hat he had left from his head and shook it up in the air at the monkeys, shouting, Hee manun! Hee manun! All the monkeys did the same thing, grabbing their hats off their heads, howling, hoo hoo hoo, hoo hoo hoo. Bamusa dropped his hat, tot, right to the ground. And the monkeys dropped their hats, tot, 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 tot. Without losing a second, Bamusa collected all his hats, stacked them back on top of his head, and rushed to his destination. He arrived not a moment too soon. So great was Bamusa's happiness from his recent luck that his spirit of goodwill helped sell all of his hats. And so it was that Bamusa learned from the monkeys. It's with a full stomach that one thinks best, for an empty satchel cannot stand. The end. Well, thank you, friends, for coming to our group time today about Africa. And if you have anything from Africa, maybe you can share it when we have our show and tell soon. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.